Welcome back everybody to Forza Horizon 5, and today we're doing another seasonal championship. This one is called Street Art and we're going to be in A-class modern muscle cars. So expect plenty of rear wheel drive, V8 engines and plenty of horsepower. And we're getting in the latest car in the car pass, the Porsche 911 Speedster, which is a pretty damn good car quite frankly. Be racing this in A-class online races at some point because yeah, it's a real treat to drive, and even in stock form it's pretty damn quick, as you can see. Right, let's get there. Obviously the kind of cars we're going to be driving are nothing like this, but that's why I like this game so much. It's got plenty of variety. So let's see what cars we're going to be in and where we're going to be racing. So we're going to be in the beach for one, in the stadium for this one. Right, so we've got plenty to choose from. The only one without a V8 is the Cadillac ATS V. Still a pretty powerful car, but I'm not going to pick that because I don't really consider it to be a modern muscle car. So yeah, we've got the Cadillac CTS 3 sedan, we've got the Dodge Challenger SRT Demon, the SRT Hellcat from the Charger, and the Hellcat version of the Challenger. Then we've got a brace of Fords, three of which are basically Mustangs, the RTR, the GT and the Shelby. The Falcon as well, which is pretty decent, and then the HS3 Gen F GTS. I think I'm going to go for the Shelby first. It's one of the most powerful ones here. Only the Hellcat and well, the Dodge is basically faster and more powerful than this, but it's still a pretty good car. And these are one of my favourite modern muscle cars. 662 horsepower, weighs a fair bit, but you know, could be a lot worse. So let's see what it can do. Do apologise for my voice. Got a bit of a cold at the moment. Yeah, these are all street races, by the way, which is why it's a bit darker. So we've got to watch out for the AI traffic as well. Sorry Cadillac, not braking time. Just love how powerful this car is, just absolutely flies. I think I'm right in saying this was the first full production Mustang that breached 200 miles an hour. Not sure if the previous GT500 did. Yeah, despite the gargantuan power, brakes, the suspension aren't particularly sophisticated. And obviously with a lot of weight behind it, you have to take that into account when braking. was pretty down to the wire, only getting past in the last corner. But first is first regardless. Who came in third? I know the other GT500 came in second. The Cadillac CTS-V sedan, and then the ATS-V in fourth, and then another Caddy in fifth. So Cadillac having 3 of 5 in the top 5 there, with the Dodges way behind, despite them having way more power than we do. So yeah, clearly they handle even worse than we do. So yeah, nonetheless, let's get on to the second race and see if we can do just as well. Right, so this course is looking a bit more handling orientated in terms of, you know, corners and stuff. The Cadillac is a little bit better in terms of handling, but not by much. And yes, the braking is barely better as well. So I'm thinking, yeah, the Gen F GTS. Not got quite as much power as either the Mustang or that Cadillac, but you know, nearly 580 is not half bad. Does weigh more though, but like I said, the handling is better, and yeah, should hopefully handle that power better as well. Although, like I said, there are better handling cars. That RTR Mustang, for instance, is pretty damn great in terms of handling and braking, but we've already had a Mustang. So yeah, let's go for the Holden and see what this one can do. Big fan of this car. It's a shame that these kind of vehicles really aren't being made anymore. But that's the way things happen. Times move on. Still enjoy it in this kind of environment. Brave decision to try and go on the inside there, but didn't work out quite. Despite the additional weight over the Shelby there, this is far more composed in terms of, you know, dealing with its power and its handling, just because it's more sophisticated underneath. Yes, it's got that extra couple £100, but this suspension is more, you know, advanced. Its braking is better, so yeah, it's able not to only deal with the extra weight, but also be better in terms of handling as well. Just get that corner wrong. Just sneaks up on you. Car loves to drift. It's able to deal with it at the limit. Despite not being a lightweight, it's more than able to shift. there's the Aussies getting us a win as well as the Americans. So yeah, pretty great car that is. Yeah, it's quite heavy, like I said, and doesn't have as much power as its rivals, but it's able to handle that power at the end of the day and gives us the all-important extra 20 points. Meaning the Ford Mustang RTR is now in second, 8 points behind us. The Mustang GT is 12 points behind us, and then the Challenger and another Mustang are way far behind. So yeah, although to be honest, there's still pretty much everything to play for, because if I came, like 10th or something, we'd definitely lose. So yeah, still the championship up for grabs. So let's get to the third and final race. Right, for this last race we're going to go in the Cadillac CTS-V sedan. Most powerful Cadillac ever, 640 horsepower. Same size engine as the Gen F there, but it weighs slightly less and has more power and more torque. And yeah, the handling isn't as good, and nor is the braking, but I feel the extra power will overcome those inadequacies. So yeah, let's see what it can do. Don't think I've raced this Cadillac before. Should be a fun time. If you'd have said to someone in the 90s that a Cadillac is going to have as much power, if not more, than a McLaren F1, you'd be deemed insane. That's exactly what this has. In fact, you could argue it has way more power purely because it's got more in the way of torque, which is ridiculous. Obviously, it's not ever going to get to the kind of top speed as a McLaren F1, but have that amount of power in a car like this is mad. Especially when you consider the state Cadillac was in the 90s. Speed! It's a freeway Cadillac battle. I do wish we had more older Cadillacs though. We've only ever had one pre-2000s Cadillac, and that was the Eldorado. I would like more older Cadillacs, to be honest. I know they're not particularly great, but I would like them regardless. Sorry about your scaffolding. How much formidable torque this car has when it's able to accelerate up a hill, considering how much this weighs as well. And there's a third and final win. Cadillac sealing the deal for us on this championship. So yeah, pretty decent championship as per usual though. If you just want the points, then you can get this done in no time and think about it, but it's also fun to do at the same time as getting those points towards the overall season of the festival playlist. And yeah, you also get a a 1970 Dodge Challenger as well, which is a pretty incredible car. So yeah, nonetheless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.